It is the SMT Media Network. Folks, we had a pretty good game in the association yesterday. Lakers hosting the Golden State Warriors. And it was close. It was close up until the very end. And, it could have gone south. It could have gone the other way. It was a tale of two halves. The Golden State Warriors were doing a pretty nice job in the first half to keep the Lakers from going off on any type of runs. For what it's worth, I think the Golden State Warriors showed that they were in control of the game early from the first quarter and then into the second quarter. Actually, the second quarter, the Warriors scored 34 points and really got ahead of the Lakers. I think they were up like 13 at halftime, and then in the second half, the Lakers actually made it interesting, decided that they wanted to kind of get things going offensively, even though Luka never really did. The story of the game was Steph, doing his thing. He had like 37 points. I'll talk more about that shortly. Jonathan Kuminga actually had a really good game and was a difference maker in this one. Draymond Green didn't do much offensively, but he was really timely on defense when the Lakers were trying to make their late game push. But the game ends 123-116. This is a good win for the Golden State Warriors. Kind of a tough situation for, the Lakers, who in my opinion have a lot to fight for in terms of improving their playoff seeding. But shooting-wise, the Golden State Warriors shot 47% from the field, the Lakers 45%. Not much of a difference there. The three-point shooting percentage was pretty notable. The Lakers only shot 38% from three, and they took 47 of those, while the Warriors took 42 and made 19 for a 45% clip. The Warriors were also a little bit more aggressive getting to the free throw line and made a decent percentage too. The rebounding edge, it goes to the Warriors. They were +7 in rebounding. The offensive glass was about equal. The Warriors moved the ball better, moving the ball around to get quality looks. The Lakers did take care of the ball. They only had 8 turnovers. That gives you a chance to win, and they were in it at the end of the game, but they just ran out of time and weren't able to muster any offense until the second half. And the Warriors, for what it's worth, scored 35 in the fourth quarter, and the Lakers scored 39. So even though the Lakers were able to score in the fourth frame, they weren't able to stop what the Warriors were trying to do. All right, so moving on to some individual efforts. Draymond Green did everything for this team. You could just see it when he was on the floor. He had a block, he had 5 assists, he had 11 rebounds. He was only 3-9 shooting, but really it's the other things, it's the small things that the team needs him to do. It's not really so much the scoring. The additional scoring actually came from Jonathan Kuminga, off the bench giving you 18 points. He also threw in 9 rebounds and 4 assists. He was very good. 0 turnovers. See, Draymond Green had 5 turnovers, right? That's the difference between their points. Brandon Podziemski actually had a really good game. I think he had 22 points in the first half, 28 to finish the game, and he had 6 assists. Moses Moody, 13 points in the starting lineup. Steph had 37 on 4 of 11 from 3, 13 of 14 from the free throw line. So his shooting was decent, but the free throw shooting, the ability to get to the free throw line and make those, was a difference maker tonight. Jimmy, 4 of 7 from the field. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He had 3 steals. Very important defensive effort from him, but that's really it. They didn't have any real standout performances, right? Curry's 37. Almost half of those points came from the free throw line, right? Those visits, or I shouldn't say almost half, but 13 of his 37 points came from the free throw line. So he was getting fouled, a lot of attention, defensive attention on him. The Lakers were very aware. Every time he had the ball, they rushed him. They sent doubles, especially at the end of the game. They literally sent doubles as soon as he touched the ball, 90 feet. They wanted the ball out of his hands. And I'm not sure if it really worked because they ended up losing the game. For the Lakers, Rui was huge, 24 points, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, adding 6 rebounds, 3 assists. LeBron had 33 points. You would say, okay, that's good enough to help the Lakers win. Yeah, I mean, LeBron had a good game. He was 5 of 8 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. He scored 33 points. That's good, 9 assists. I think he had 5 rebounds. He had a steal. He had a block. He did have 4 turnovers. It's not the worst thing ever. He's had games where he's had more. So I actually don't think LeBron played badly at all. I thought he played well. Jackson Hayes only got you 2. You needed more from Jackson Hayes tonight. You needed the rim rolls, the lobs, and they didn't really get that. Luka wasn't good either. 0 of 6 from 3. His 3-point shooting since he's gotten to LA has been atrocious. And his defense wasn't very good tonight as he was having to defend Steph. That gave him a lot of problems. So, he didn't do too hot tonight. He did add 8 rebounds. He did have 7 assists. He only had 1 turnover, and that's a good metric for him. Austin Reeves gave you 31, 10 of 20 from the field, 9 of 16 from the 3, threw in 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And off the bench, you got absolutely nothing. So why did the Lakers lose? The game was close. Everything was going well. They were scoring points in the second half. Well, collectively for the game, the bench problem continues. They didn't have anything really going on off the bench. I mean, with the exception of some defensive effort from Dorian Finney-Smith, you didn't get anything off the bench from anybody. And I put some of that on, the Lakers bench, the players, of course, but I also put some of that on JJ Redick. And I will also throw in that the offense for the Lakers in the first half was bad. And I think being unable to make any adjustments to that just made the lead insurmountable to overcome. So if JJ could have found a way to make an adjustment at some point in the first quarter, some point in the second quarter, I think the second quarter especially, and then they finally made the defensive adjustment to double Steph, kind of when it's too late, you've already, given up a lead and you're already down 10 points in the final frame, it's tough to overcome that. And these other guys are scoring for the, Brandon Podziemski has got 22 in the first half. All right, so that's a setback for the Lakers. The Lakers move to 46-30, and the Warriors move up to 45-31, getting them a little bit closer in the standings, putting them in a better position for their first round matchup potentially in the playoffs. The Warriors are now in the 5th spot. They are 1 game behind the Lakers. The Warriors have won 4 in a row, 7 of their last 10. The Lakers, they're 5-5 in their last 10. So the bunching up of those teams between 3rd, 4th, 5th, and even 6th, 7th, and 8th, those teams are all bunched up. And this is a difference between you being in the play-in and you possibly even hosting your first round matchup. Anyways, that was the game. In my opinion, Luka's just got to be better. The Lakers defense just has to be better for the full game. The Lakers coaching staff needs to make adjustments sooner, and they can't let these games go out of hand. It was a wasted effort from Austin Reeves. They had a chance to win this game. They could have won it. They just didn't do enough throughout the early parts of the game. But let me know what you saw. Like, share, and subscribe. Drop me those comments. Thanks for engaging with the content. We'll see you guys soon on the next video.